What's going on, Hoopty Magazine family? Coach Lee, the car culture commentator, here with today's breaking news report. Yes, family, that's right. Whipster TV is now Hoopty Magazine. If you didn't catch our last video explaining the what, where, and the why of this ground-up transformation, be sure to click the video right after this one so you can find out all about it and you'll see why it's such a big deal, right? But today we have a really awesome breaking news story. Today we dive into a historic and groundbreaking special news report that concerns the most electrifying controversy in the automotive world right now, the heated and often polarizing Dodge Charger Daytona EV debate. But today's story is special because a historic live stream of the most influential YouTubers was recently convened in one place online and all at one time for a very special meeting to discuss and debate this Dodge Charger Daytona EV controversy. That's right, we had Demonology, TK's Garage, Bud the Insider, OC Motivator, and Rich Rebuilds, the 5 most vocal YouTubers, Dodge critics, and heroic car consumer advocates meet for a special debate online, and it was powerful. It was literally the Mount Rushmore of the car community's best and brightest, all in one place, to truly confront and deal with this Dodge Charger EV controversy. It was a momentous and groundbreaking moment for the car community that is sure to set precedent and send shockwaves through the entire automotive industry and the car community as a whole. But listen, before we get into today's breaking news report, if you love cars and the car culture, I need you to stop what you're doing right now and I need you to like this video. I need you to leave us a comment, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit that post notifications bell so you don't miss out on any of the amazing car culture content, breaking news, and special events that we've got coming. Can you do that for me right quick? Do I need to wait? Y'all got me? All right, cool. Today's video has been brought to you by GoFastFunds.online. GoFastFunds.online is here to save the day when life throws unexpected financial surprises your way, offering fast, fair, and flexible emergency cash loans to people of all credit types across all 50 states. GoFastFunds.online ensures no upfront fees, no hassle, and no risk. So whether it's unexpected car repairs, medical bills, Christmas cash, or any other urgent need, they've got your back. Here's how it works. Simply go to GoFastFunds.online and it'll instantly take you to this easy one-page application so you can input your details. And within a few minutes, you'll know exactly how much you qualify for and you'll be emailed instructions on exactly how to complete the final steps to funding. And within 24 hours, your funds will be deposited directly into your bank account. Easy, fast, flexible, and free. So don't wait, family. Visit GoFastFunds.online right now and handle life's emergencies fast, free, and with big-time confidence. Head over to GoFastFunds.online and submit your quick, free 2-minute application right now. You're going to be so happy you did. Our breaking news report today begins with what I've started calling the Mount Rushmore of automotive YouTubers. Demonology, Rich Rebuilds, OC Motivator, TK's Garage, and Bud the Insider. These 5 YouTube titans of tire talk came together online for a special YouTuber Car Guy Caucus to review, debate, and discuss Dodge's newest creation, the new Dodge Charger EV. And let's just say sparks flew, figuratively and literally.
All right, check it out, guys. Hey, it's Demonology. You know what we're doing, snatching souls, but this time we're going to electrocute you. So I brought the guys in to talk to myself and Rich Rebuild. Me and Rich got invited to the premiere of the Dodge Daytona EV, and we got a chance to drive it. We got a chance to drive both of them, the Scat Pack and the RT. Now, my good friends, OC Motivator, Butter the Insider, and TK Garage, I know that they got a lot to say about this particular vehicle, but I want to talk about the good and bad, the good, the bad, and the ugly, but I want to make sure that you guys talk to 2 people that actually drove the vehicle, and you willing to drill us with whatever question. You know, Rich, he don't have no filter. so it's no telling what Rich is gonna say, but man, we gonna tell y'all how it TI is. With that said, ask away.
So what do you think of our historic first in the world YouTuber Mount Rushmore lineup? Are these the voices you trust most for automotive truth bombs, especially where Dodge and muscle cars are concerned? Or is there someone else missing? Let us know in the comments below. One of the topics that was discussed on our YouTuber Mount Rushmore debate was what makes a muscle car a muscle car? According to OC Motivator, it has to be rear-wheel drive, it has to have a V8 engine, and it has to have mass affordability. But if the Insider insists, it's also a V8 rear-wheel drive car, but with raw, unbridled power and oversized funk. But the general feeling from these guys is, when it comes to the Dodge Charger Daytona EV, the only thing oversized might be the price tag. Starting at $85,000, these guys feel that this muscle car is more like a financial heavyweight. TK's Garage says a muscle car is
something I can beat the shit out of with horsepower.
Hey, Butter, what's your definition of a muscle car?
Oh man, like I have a traditional sense of what a muscle car is. So, my dad used to work, not at work, but he used to race the IHRA and stuff. So to me, a traditional muscle car is a V8 rear-wheel drive, oversized car. And because we don't really consider like inline six cars from back in the same era as traditional muscle cars.
The freaking lie. It's a lie. Just because you call something muscle doesn't make it muscle, and that's my biggest issue with it.
Yeah, it's marketing. I mean, it's marketing 101. I think.
But it's bad. It's bad marketing though.
So you've heard from our YouTube superstars, but what's your definition of a muscle car? Is it all about the power? Is it a certain price point? Or is it something more emotional? Drop your definitions in the comment below and let us know. And then there's the sound. That's right, the sound. Now, if you've been following the buzz around the Dodge Charger Daytona EV, you've undoubtedly heard about the Fratzonic chambered exhaust, a feature as controversial as pineapple on pizza, right? But what exactly is it, and how does this thing work? And why is Dodge so invested in making their EV sound like a Hemi V8 at a barbecue cook-off? Well, let's break it down with all the nitty-gritty details right quick. The Fratzonic chambered exhaust is Dodge's answer to a question no one asked, but now everybody's curious about. How do you make an electric car sound like it's chugging octane fuel coffee at 6 a.m. in the morning? Well, it's essentially an external speaker system designed to produce artificial engine sounds for the Dodge Charger Daytona EV, ensuring that it roars with the bravado of a muscle car, even if it's powered by silent whispering electrons. The Fratzonic system uses a speaker and amplifier setup to create sound waves. That's right. But this isn't your average car stereo, y'all. It's a dedicated sound chamber engineered to simulate the visceral growl of a gas-powered engine. Think of it as the automotive equivalent to auto-tune, right? But instead of correcting a singer's pitch, it adds a menacing growl to your EV. You tracking with me? All right. The sound changes depending on the driving mode. In eco mode, the sound is more subdued, like a polite cough, right? But switch to drag mode, and you're greeted with a thunderous roar that's loud enough to startle pedestrians and annoy your neighbors. And the system reacts to your inputs, revving the motor in neutral, stepping on the accelerator, or shifting gears, electronically, of course. The sound syncs with your driving actions, providing a pseudo-mechanical feel to your new EV. Now, Dodge claims the Fratzonic system can produce up to 126 decibels. To put that in perspective, that's louder than a live rock concert and just shy of causing permanent hearing damage. So if nothing else, they'll hear it coming before they see it. Fratzonic chambered exhaust doesn't mimic traditional EV sounds like whines and whooshes. Instead, it creates a deep, guttural rumble inspired by Dodge's legendary Hemi engine.
Hey, that thing got a Hemi? Yeah. Sweet.
When in drag mode, the sound is amplified to an exaggerated degree, offering a cinematic experience akin to watching Fast and Furious on max volume. Now, to create this symphony of power, Dodge engineers tuned the system to resemble the natural harmonics of a combustion engine. The result? A sound profile that mixes nostalgia with futuristic tech. Because Dodge doesn't do quiet. Dodge's entire identity revolves around muscle cars that rumble, that growl, and that roar, right? So transitioning to EVs poses a unique challenge. How do you sell a silent vehicle to an audience addicted to noise, right? So this Fratzonic chambered exhaust system is Dodge's attempt to keep its muscle car DNA alive in this electronic era. So by recreating the auditory drama of their V8s, Dodge hopes to retain their loyal fan base while appealing to new EV customers at the same time. Does that make sense? So as exciting as the Fratzonic system sounds, it hadn't been without criticism. Purists argue that artificial engine noises betray the essence of muscle cars. Others feel like it's gimmicky, comparing it to playing race car sounds on a smartphone. But Dodge counters these critiques with a simple premise: emotion sells cars. Emotion sells cars. So, though the Fratzonic system may be artificial, it's designed to evoke the same thrill and the same excitement as a combustion engine. And to my surprise, Demonology actually loved it, but had one major gripe. He said,
the Fratzonic chamber had a rumble to it. You could actually feel it. The problem that I had with it was it wasn't loud enough. To me, if you're going to put a speaker on a car, you better rattle my teeth. You better have an obnoxiously loud button than what that sucker boom, 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 boom.
So here's my question. Does sound really matter to you when it comes to a muscle car? Would you rock this new Fratzonic system, or is it just a sad gimmick that needs to be retired? Tell us what you think. Comment down below and y'all let me know. Now, Rich Rebuilds highlighted a different issue. The Daytona EV's performance upgrades are locked behind software paywalls. You hear me? So, you want more horsepower? That'll be $1,600 for a software update. Rich even quipped, why don't I just slip you a quick 20 to unlock or jailbreak this thing round back for me, right?
We all suspect that these are giant computers now, and these computers are all the same. And the only difference is the software. And as they program the software, they call it a stage kit, where before we would be changing pulleys and exhaust and things like that. Now they're going to put it in the shop. And I noticed there was a bump of $1,600 on the RT for the stage one. And then you asked the guy directly, and I could tell, I don't know if he got the loaded question that you were asking, but I can see it in your face that, so this is just basically software, right? And I was waiting for him to say, well, no, it's a few other things, but he didn't. And I could tell you were going, no, this is what it is. So would you say that from the RT, I mean, sure, there's some maybe suspension differences, but the RT, the scat pack, and the stage kits for $1,600 on the RT, all it is just freaking software.
It's just software. I think he was very hesitant to say that, but I think when he talked about the differences between the scat and the RT, he was saying that, hey, listen, but guess what? The scat has updated brakes and it has more horsepower. In reality, the only differences that make it jump from the 470 range to the 600 range is software. So I asked him and I said, hey, well, wait a minute. Why don't I just slip you $20? You give me the software and I have an RT that I paid 10 grand less for, and I could have 600 horsepower. And he kind of laughed it off and said, but there's brakes. And I want to tell him, I don't want to stop. I just want to go fast.
So what do you think? Do you agree with locking performance behind software paywalls, or should it just be standard with the car? Sound off in the comments. Comment down below and y'all let me know. But the core issue, according to our Mount Rushmore crew, is emotion and soul. Muscle cars are about raw power, the adrenaline rush, being able to truly feel the car, and visceral sound. The kind of thing that makes your hair stand on end, right? And the Dodge Charger Daytona EV's artificial growl and lackluster driving experience just doesn't cut it for purists. So what about you? Do you think the Dodge Charger Daytona EV has the emotional impact of a true muscle car? Or has it lost the soul of its Henry Power predecessors? Let us know your thoughts. Comment down below and y'all let me know. And then there's the elephant in the garage, Dodge's identity crisis, right? Now by now you know they've gone all in on EVs, abandoning their legendary Hemi V8s. But was it a choice or was it necessity? Demonology and Rich argue it's the result of poor leadership under Carlos Tavares, who prioritized financial shortcuts over brand loyalty. So what do you think? Do you think Dodge's shift to EVs was inevitable, or did they jump the gun? Is this the right move for the brand, or should we label it The Walking Dead? Share your perspective. Comment down below, and y'all let me know. So what's the final word from this epic Mount Rushmore debate? The Dodge Charger Daytona EV might look like a 1968 Charger reincarnated, but is struggling to live up to the muscle car legacy. As OC Motivator summed it up, cool design, but it's not the soul snatcher we've been waiting for.
I can literally grab a friggin' Hyundai Ioniq 5 or there's so many cars. I don't even need the N. You can't say that this is replacing the Hellcat and your top speed on this friggin' car is whatever it is, 135 miles an hour. No. I mean, I think it's honest. Look, I already know that Matt and some of the other people at Dodge think I'm just a hater on the EV stuff, and I'm not. I have a BMW i4, which is electric. I have a BMW i3. I've owned the i8. I'm not a hater. I've had Teslas. I don't hate the EV stuff. It just has to be done the right way, right? Mm-hmm. And they sell that, if they're selling that car for $35,000 or $25,000, $35,000, the Charger EV, it'll sell. $85,000, it ain't selling.
Matt is his own man, and Matt is going to do Dodge what Dodge needs to be done. I think Tim is going to do for Ram what Ram needs to be done. So, yeah, to me, I think they can make Dodge and Ram great again. You know, if you want to look at it that way. OC
I didn't
Motivator.
say it, you said it.
Hey man, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm hoping.
I'll just say what I've been saying forever, which is Dodge needs to remember who their customers are. I think one of the biggest mistakes any business can do is one, put a finance guy in charge. It's like the story about the store that sold soup forever, and it was the best soup ever. Had the biggest lines outside of its building just to get their soup. And then a big giant company or a horrible CEO came in and said, well, hey, look, we can improve our margins by adding 5% more water to the soup. Water it down, we have more soup, less money. And then over time, they're like, look, at the books are getting better. This is great. And then nobody would lose any customers. So they go, we'll do it again. Put another 5% of water in the soup. And then pretty soon you're 50% water and nobody's coming to your store anymore and you're out of business. That's, I think, what these finance guys have done to Dodge is they've tried to whittle it down. But what they decided to do is they kept raising the price on the soup while they started taking away. And that's where they've got an $80,000 car that can't keep up with a $55,000 Tesla.
Wanted to push this EV nonsense in part because what OC said that was part of his compensation package for him to make millions of dollars. And so now we see the results of all the cost cutting, the results of this push. I mean, it's led to customers getting alienated. It results in cars that are getting pushed faster than they should have been. We get to the point where like now it's like the CEO's now gone. Tim Knissis left. I mean, and Tim Knissis called it out earlier this year when he left. Like Carlos Tavares burnt their boats. There was multiple things that were supposed to be coming that even I talked to high-level people within Dodge. They were excited by coming out, but Carlos Tavares basically burnt the bridge with them, and a lot of them was like, we're fed up, we're leaving because nothing's getting better. And I just hope that now that Carlos Tavares is gone, that a lot of these guys the handcuffs are taken off. And then I hope that, they bring SRT back. I hope that they are able to actually, even if they don't put a Hemi into a car, stop pushing this EV nonsense and drop the prices down. Because like I was saying earlier, $85,000 for a Scat Pack doesn't make sense. $85,000 for a Scat Pack in the last call years was basically a Scat Pack that was marked up $20,000, $30,000. And now we're saying that this is the norm. The using the Scat Pack, the RT names for these EVs was already already got me scratching my brain.
Yeah.
But I mean, this company has to get back to the point where they got to remember that they are a blue collar company. They sold well because they appealed to a lot of people who had not a lot of money in their pockets. Because just like OC was saying, like you used to be able to get into a car that looked like a Hellcat for $20,000-$30,000. It felt like you was part of a brotherhood.
Did they tell you these were pre-production models, or were they like?
They did say they were pre-production models, and I think I mean, yeah, that may have been true. The fit and finish I thought was, up to spec with normal Dodges. But I also think it's very easy to say something's a pre-production model, especially before you give it to someone, because if it breaks, it's a very easy out. I'm not saying they did that, but I mean, it does happen pretty often. A pre-production model, it's like, well, wait a minute. Why are you putting us in pre-production models? Like, these are the ones that people are actually be driving on the road. Why are we getting ones that, that have issues that you'd otherwise just throw away or give to a driving school?
Damn!
First of all, let's take a moment to reflect on the significance of this YouTuber Mount Rushmore Summit. This gathering wasn't just a review session. It was a groundbreaking event that underscores a pivotal shift in the automotive industry. The manufacturers are now recognizing the immense influence that automotive YouTubers and influencers wield. We've become the direct conduit between the consumer and the executive suites, ensuring that your voices are heard louder than ever before. Consider this. Dodge recently flew top automotive YouTubers and journalists out to experience the new Dodge Charger EV firsthand. And this wasn't just about showcasing a car. It was a testament to the power and influence that content creators hold in today's market. By engaging directly with us, Dodge acknowledges that we are the bridge to you, the consumer, the brotherhood. And earlier this year, Dodge's new CEO, Matt McAleer, sat down personally with YouTuber Racer X to discuss the brand's future. Now keep in mind, this unprecedented access wasn't granted to some hotshot in mainstream media. No, it was granted to a YouTuber, emphasizing the shifting dynamics in automotive marketing and communications. And don't get it wrong, this trend isn't just isolated to Dodge. Across the industry, manufacturers are collaborating with influencers to provide authentic, relatable content that resonates with today's consumers. This strategy not only amplifies brand reach, but also fosters a community where consumer feedback directly influences product development, as it should. And by embracing this new era of communication, the automotive industry is becoming more attuned to consumer needs and preferences. This symbiotic relationship ensures that your voice shapes the future of the vehicles you drive. So do yourself a favor, guys, and head over to Demonology's YouTube channel and catch the entire video for yourselves. Just click the link below in the description and go check it out. And while you're there, be sure to subscribe to Demonology's YouTube channel and subscribe to all the other guys as well. I guarantee you this, they will be the key to making sure you don't miss out on anything going on in the car community from here on out. Can you do that for me right quick? You got me? Well, okay, family, stay tuned for more updates and other breaking news right here on Hoopty Magazine Breaking News. And please, if you haven't subscribed to this channel,
I don't know what the f you are doing with your life. I really don't. I really don't.
So stop what you're doing right now and subscribe so you stay connected and so you never miss out on anything we post here on Hoopty Magazine. Is that a deal? And family, remember, at Hoopty Magazine, we bring you the stories that matter to the car culture all the time, every time. So that's it for today's Hoopty Magazine Breaking News Report. I'm Coach Lee, car culture commentator, wishing each and every one of you guys a great rest of your day. And as always, I'm urging you to keep your dreams in the fast lane. Drive safe and stay inspired. Talk to y'all soon, man. Peace.
Heard y'all looking for the best. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me. I be all up in my space. Let me breathe. Let me breathe. Heard y'all looking for the smoke. Vinaki, like every time you look up Stitch. This day.